out there? My name is Carter Cannon, and today I'm going to be giving you a quick presentation on sports psychology and participation. First off, I'm just going to let it get this off topic right now. I'll give a definition of sports psychology. Sports psychology is like a subdomain of psychology. It deals with more of the psychological aspects with athletes or sports or anything like that. Reasons for I chose this topic is because for me, I am an athletic person, and I've noticed that with sports participation, I play hockey. Um, it helps with your emotional states and also helps you be more fit in a physical well-being as a person as you grow up. I started hockey when I was at least 9, 10 years old, and I've been playing now for almost 10 years, and I always felt every year after I played, I felt really well fit every time. Even in the summertime, I just continued playing like sports and all that, and it helps. It really does help. Um, Researchers say it's an essential thing to keep yourself active as you grow older. So let's go on to reasons why sport participation is good and it has its positives. When you participate in any kind of sport, you get the opportunity to interact with new people. I've met so many new people when I was playing hockey. I still have friends today who I met from my first year of hockey. Yeah, you might not be like you might lose some, depends. It all really depends on you, but it helps you broaden your social life, and that's such a key part as a person, as a child or adolescent growing up into adult life. Um, Another positive in sport participation is the parent's role in a child's way of playing sports. My parents are very supportive when for me playing sports. They always want me to be fit and healthy. They also played a really major role as a mentor, saying like, "Oh, you need to do this better, or need to do that better, or you shouldn't do this." It really just helps you to sit down and say like, "Oh yeah, I shouldn't do that, or I should do this." Um, with positives, there's always negatives to everything. There's always different sides. Negatives towards not having sports or participation in sports is that it can affect your health negatively. Um, I'm not like that, but I've seen people who are not like healthy who don't participate in sports, and it doesn't help for them. Um, According to research from Victoria University, children should at least partake in 60 minutes of physical activity, um, which is true. I find that you need to do that all the time. You need to work and not work, but more like participate in sports and just do a physical activity like run, walk, or anything, or jog for like at least 20 minutes. Not even 60 minutes. 20 minutes could be. It just helps you elevate your heart rate. Parents, as well as they can be positive, they can also be negative towards a child's participation in sport. They can also they might not as be supportive, which is I find wrong. Parents should always be supportive of their children no matter what they do. So that's my opinion towards that. Um, Examples of physical activity or sports. Physical activity, like I said, could be running, jogging, walking, or you can go to a gym, do weights if you want to build muscle mass. That's for some people who want to do that. There's also team sports, which is soccer, basketball, baseball, hockey, any type of sport, tennis. Um, Downside to team sports is you have to pay, and it can be. And some sports can be very expensive, especially hockey. Hockey, I think my mom told me hockey can. She spent almost $5,000 in hockey, and I'm like, that's just beyond what I thought it would be, but it gets high. However, there are schools who have sports teams, so you can try out for the sports teams, but it doesn't mean you're not going to make the team. Um, for health, um, like I said before, it really helps you just stay fit. It helps you with your psychosocial health, meaning like just interaction with people and all that stuff. Um, it helps you with your cardio or your heart rate, and you always want to have a good heart going throughout your life. You don't want to have a bad heart or bad health. It's always important to have that. It also positives in health. It doesn't have just to mean to yourself as a human, but it also can be with your family. I know that my family, we get to um, do a lot of outings when I play hockey. I went to tournaments, and we had a lot of outings, dinners, team dinners, and it just you just grow as a family. You actually just become more tighter as a family, and you understand each other more. You get to have fun and all that stuff. That I found that very fun. And there's always a comparison to sports psychology and participation. Sports psychology deals with the psychological aspects of sport and athletes, and participation plays a major role in that. So it goes in both ways. You can see how participation can affect a child's family. It can affect a child's family if they are going to do it positively or negatively. It also shows how by participating in sports or physical activity helps you with your health. Doctors today, I see it everywhere. Doctors always want you to. They always preach for children to stay healthy, active. Um, Schools, they want you to do. They want children to have a gym or physical activity at least once a week. I did that when I was in high school. I at least had gym every week. I also had an extracurricular class where it was just team sports. So you get to play any team sport we choose and get to play a sport. So, um, yes, so that is just a quick presentation on sports psychology and participation. Thank you and have a good day.